everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little review on an eyeliner. That's why I look a little cray-cray. I have everything on except mascara and liner. And this is actually the new RMS Beauty Vintage Cake Liner. Now this will run you 24 bucks. Quite a few of you guys have asked me to try it. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm not that excited about it. But then I was thinking to myself, every time you guys ask me for an eyeliner recommendation, I don't have one because, to be brutally honest, I do not think that there is a good enough liquid liner in Green Beauty. So if I really need my eyeliner to last, I usually use the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. But I think this might be a really good alternative. Though it's not going to be in a little brush pen, you will have to use a little bit of an angled brush. I have high hopes that this is going to last a good amount of time and give like a matte finish, which I think will be really nice as well because I don't like when it's shiny. So what it says on the back of the box is, this cake liner delivers rich pigment for flawlessly defined eyes and can also be used as a matte shadow. So let's swatch it as just a matte shadow here. I haven't touched this at all. It's brand new. It comes in the same exact compacts as the eyeshadow, so I think this will last a really, really long time. I'm just rubbing my finger in it dry. And it looks like charcoal. I think you could use it as a matte shadow. Do I think it's the most amazing black eyeshadow? Doesn't look like it. And it also says you can apply it both wet and dry. I'm definitely going to be applying it wet because that level of pigmentation is just a little too subtle for me. But I like that you have the multi-purpose sort of function of it. I think that makes it even more worth the price. I really wanted to touch on what's on my eyelids today. I left really, really simple makeup because I'm going to go in with a bit of a wing. Usually I don't do a winged liner, but I want to do a winged liner today because I want to see how the product lasts, and I think that will really be a good testament if it does. And then this will be my new recommendation to you. However, on my eyes, it's actually the Physician's Formula Bronze Booster Palette. This I started off with, deepened up with that one. That's all over my lid. Bada bing, bada boom. If you want me to do a video on sort of this super simple classic makeup, as well as everything else I have on my face, I use this as a bronzer and a contour as well, then let your girl know. Really, really fabulous product. Really, really pigmented. Now for this product, I'm going to go in with a brush. I don't know what brush I want to use is the only problem. I really like the Antonym brush. I want to use something a little bit more defined because I don't want to do a huge liner. They do have a brush to go with it, but the brush is more like this. It's sort of like that shape. More dense than this, of course, but I was like, that's not how I do my liquid eyeliner. I don't think that's going to be a good scene. Oh, the Teri Miyahira brush is really good too. That's an option. And I'm looking for a Luxie brush that I have that I think will be really good. Alright, so if you've never used a cake liner before, I was really excited about this because I think Laura Mercier makes one that is like super popular. You just need a wet brush. I wouldn't spray directly into the pan because you are supposed to make it like a little bit of a paste. And I'm just going to spray my brush. I'm just using a hydrosol. If you have some water around, use that too. And then I'm going to go into just a corner of the pan here, and it'll make it, I feel like I'm doing like calligraphy. I think mine's a little bit too wet, so I'm just sort of working it into the pan here. That's a little too liquidy, so I'm going to move over. That's the only tricky thing about this product, I would say. These products in general, I think the more you use it, the more you know what. I think I have it at a good texture now. Alright, so I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you can see exactly what I'm doing and how this eyeliner performs. Alright, I know nobody has to be this close to me, but we're doing it. Alright, so usually when I do an eyeliner, I start at the tail and sort of bring it in. Excuse my unruly brows as well. I need to get them done, but I'm trying to grow them out, so I want to give them some playroom, and they're a hot mess. So I am taking this. Okay. By the way, this is a Luxie 215 small angle. Oh wow. Let's see how long like the color on this lasts. Wow, look at this. And it looks nice and matte. I'm just gonna, you guys, I am so impressed by this product right now. That went on like a dream. I only had to dip in it once to do the entirety of that wing. The only thing is I think it's a little imperfect here. That's probably just my technique. I will go in and sort of finesse it and make it nice and perfect. But however, I'm gonna start on this eye first so I can map out the shape, and then I will sort of clean it up and see what to do with it. So I am going to go ahead and do the other eye. Same exact thing. Let's see if it dried down or if I can dip back in here. I think the texture of it is actually still good, so I'm just gonna reapply in here, load up my brush, and I'm applying it sort of like this, like in a back and forth stroke. I just want it completely coated, just so whatever way I choose to use the brush just goes on nice and smooth. So this is a little drier. I should have made it just a fraction of a bit more wet, but it's still going on just as easy. So I'm just gonna hit this with like a spurts from like afar. All right, so the liner is on. It's a little imperfect, but that's okay. The one problem that I ran into that I wanted to mention that I think is worth noting is that since this is activated by water, when I go to clean it up with like a makeup wipe or a Q-tip, it's very messy. I got like a little bit here, I had to reapply some concealer. I think that might just be a user error. Again, the more I use it, the more I'll get used to sort of how the product works and how I want to draw my wings and things like this, because I was never a gel liner person, so I'm not the best with the brush, but I love the end result. I just worry about the emollients from my eyeshadow breaking down, because clearly, like anything else, like this has the potential to crease. It is just a powder, or get lines or get ruined and smudged. That's really the only thing that I have an issue with so far. But I am going to apply mascara, show you guys how it looks, and then we continue on with the check-ins for the day. Alright, you guys, mascara is on. I'm looking like a normal human being. I think I drew such a big wing that it calls for false lashes, but Mama's not getting up to too much today. So first impressions are quite positive on it. I told you my one thing that I'm sort of skeptical on. I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled for it throughout the day. But it is, what time is it now? It is 3:17. It's quite late in the day, but I don't go to bed real late anyway, so you guys will get at least 6 hours worth of wear out of me as far as check-ins go. I'm just gonna be doing some computer work for a little while. Might have to run a couple errands, and then I'm getting dinner with a friend later, so you'll probably see me change as well. But anyways, so far, so good. But does it last? That is the true question. So I will talk to you guys in just a little bit. Check-in. It's been 2 hours. It's like 5 something right now, and then the eyeliner's holding up the same. Mind you, I haven't put it through. I gotta bring my mirror. Actually, there is like, do you see this? Like fallout on my under eye. Okay, good to know. I must have like laid down a weird way or something. Never mind. But the actual base of it, however, looks fine. Still looks black. Still looks the same. This I noticed is a little lighter, but that was my mistake because I redid it a couple times. And I didn't, I guess, notice it when I first did it. I guess it just, since it dried down, I'm really noticing. But okay, that's good to know. We have some fallout action happening here, so that's not a good sign. Mind you, I do think even if it doesn't work for the wing, it'll still be good for just pressing into the base of the lash. But that's a different video. This is a first impressions and a review. And if you're wondering, I did change my lip color. I'm wearing 100% pure Foxglove with the Glossier gloss on top. But any clear gloss you have will do just fine. Jane Iredale has some really good glosses if you don't want to use Glossier. But that's it for my first check-in. That's kind of shitty. And I wasn't doing anything. I've just been in my room, scheduled a video for Integrity Botanicals, sorting all of this fucking mess because I'm trying to make donation piles, and I'm going to go to Buffalo Exchange tomorrow and try to get rid of some of that stuff. And that's about it. Got a big old mess behind me, but I will check in with you guys maybe in another couple of hours to really see how this has worn.
Talk to you soon.
Alright you guys, so it's only a little bit past 9 o'clock. I was gonna wait a little bit longer to give you guys my final reviews, but in my check-in, I noticed immediately what this product was about to start doing, and it only continued to do it. I went out with my makeup not looking so hot for the sake of the review, so I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can sort of see what I'm talking about, and then I will sort of show you why this product was definitely not a hit for me. Alright, so we're zoomed in nice and close. You can see that this product completely transferred into my crease, like full-fledged. Transferred under here. I was out to dinner, I had a full black mark here. I had to wipe that because that was getting all over the place. Like, it is a hot mess. As far as the liner, I mean, the intensity of the actual liner, I feel like hasn't actually dissipated too much, but is just transferring all over the place. It hasn't even been a full work day for me, so I know that this is definitely not going to be a winning product. I just wanted to show you that up close. Alright, you guys, that is it. That's basically my final thoughts on this product. Such a shame. It's $24. It's not cheap. It's a little bit cheaper than some of the Green Beauty liquid eyeliners, but I think it's safe to say this is another one that has not won my heart. I can't really see myself using it again. Maybe I'll try to use it just pressed into the base of the lash because it really is quite black and easy to apply, especially with a little angled brush, but there's nobody that I could see that this is really good for. I think for aging eyes, it would be miserable. Hooded eyes, it would be useless because for me, I only have slightly hooded eyes and this is already transferring on me hardcore, and it did this within a couple hours of wear. I just sort of let it ride out for you guys to see. Anyway, I wasn't really happy with my makeup today because of this at all whatsoever. So unfortunately, the RMS Vintage Cake Liner, not a buy. But if there's any other products that you guys would like me to see reviewed, if you like this check-in sort of style video, please do let me know. I have a ring light now, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to do check-ins at the end of the day when I have no more natural light, of course. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. I will have whatever links that you guys need in the description box down below. For whatever reason you feel compelled to buy this, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye! Not good. Not good. Just not good.